friends, huh? Well, I can assure to you that our working relationship means you are most certainly not anywhere near the top of people that I think I put a bullet in between.
That's a start. I just hope you're as good as battle as you are as talking.
Yeah, well, never talked a group of bandits to giving me my stuff back. I'll tell you that.
Prince smiles a little bit. I think once weapons are drawn, we'll be fine. We'll get along much better then. He's gonna extend his hand, actually.
Is Samson gonna do the spit shake?
Why did you do that?
Oh. Yes.
No, I'm just gonna look at it. I'm just gonna look at his hand.
Spit shake. Man, the day they finally shake hands, it's gonna be like the scene from Predator.
It's gonna be either that or
boom.
No, the day they both spit shake will be the day that the friendship is truly complete.
Yeah, see, I almost know for a certain that he's just not going to be comfortable with a spit shake.
But one day,
hell no.
One day, maybe.
If you don't
But
spit in it.
You gotta get there. So I'm gonna do a different gesture. I'm going to take my goggles down for a bit and look him directly in the eye after like eyeing his handshake. It's gonna say, listen, I don't want to be here, but I didn't have any choice. So, that alone makes us worlds apart.
None of you had choice.
Yeah, but Prim definitely wanted to do this.
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, like, choice is like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I definitely do, yeah.
He knows the voice in the sky knows what I mean.
And Prim knows, yeah.
Oh yes, I know. Carry on. The Simpsons.
And I'll be honest, I'm a little wary that any of you adventurers are worth your salt. But considering we're on this, and he was going to like say something before he looked around to the deckhands. He's gonna be like, biological expedition. All I know is that y'all are the closest thing I have to stop myself from getting killed by whatever the hell we're going to meet there.
Well, like I said, as long as we're fine in battle and we work together, we'll be fine. He noticed his hand has not been shaken yet, so he's going to slowly retract it. So he's gonna fold his arms a little bit and just kind of. He's gonna just fucking gauge you right now, like, to you, you're like what the fuck, like what? This is like the equivalent of meeting, like, he's obviously seen a human before, but he's never met a human that's acted like this. He's like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, what's his problem? He thinks you're like one of the worst people he's ever met.
He's probably never had a face to the textbook definition of asshole before.
Well, he probably has, but he's probably been kneeling to too many of them.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, he's like, no. More so, he's really like, he's so against like people in positions of power, and Prin, that's all he fucking knows. So he's like, obviously his scales are being rubbed the exact opposite way. So he's like, just doesn't. He's trying, but he's trying to be.
It's just so out of his water.
He's getting pet in the opposite direction, and that his scales grow.
Oh, I hate that.
Against the rough. against the grain.
Pain. Uncomfy. Yeah. Obviously, since Prin, he knows this is not gonna get any further. He's just gonna sigh and don't be too much of a stranger. Should come over sometime. Maybe play a game of cards.
Well, I just so happened to buy a deck of cards, and I think they might get mighty lonely if it was just with me.
We should gamble together and see how many people we can swindle out of their whatever.
Oh, you really want Samson to have that much more money than Prin?
Like, after like 3 hours, I'll just be like loosely wearing the armor over all of my gear. He's just gonna be down to his boxers.
Unseen Servant would be a great spell to swindle people with.
Oh
dear.
god. Prin's actually gonna like when you mention that, he's gonna be how about later tonight? Let's play a game or two.
I'll agree on one term.
Oh boy.
Oh, swing line.
Give me your
Since
sword.
What is that?
I think you might be a little bit more in the favor of whoever's in charge of this here vessel. If you can find out if they have any liquor they're willing to bring to our card game, then by all means I'll show up.
You're asking for me to get alcohol.
Of course. What fun is a card game sober?
Prin like opens his mouth and he closes it and he just closes his eyes and he sighs. Alright. I'll do that. You are old enough, right?
Oh, of course. And then I just give him a little wink. Because I am, but if he thinks that I'm not, then it's all the funnier.
He's gonna just sigh and like, alright, fine, alcohol, whatever. Then he's gonna walk off. He's gonna go back to the table.
As he goes down like the stairs and he's walking off, I
Mhm.
just want to like get one last word in. It's like, and if you really want to know more about my kind, which he makes a point because those are the words you used. It's like
Jesus.
you might wanna ask some of your other school buddies who are a bit more world-wise
Hmm.
about where I come from.
He's gonna stop to hear it, and he's just gonna walk off back to the table. And he's gonna
And then-
wait. So let's not move.
What? I moved.
Like you're not.
Oh, I'm not? I'm right here.
There you go. All right.
It's so small. Whoa!
Now,
I'm sorry. I
Now-
try and
now-
make my maps to scale.
No, that's fine.
now, one other thing, too. Right before he walks off. So, how do I do this?
Oh God, what are you doing?
Oh,
It's the third wonder thing.
You're just playing your harmonica?
yeah.
You can
I'm
roll
just gonna.
performance.
I'm just gonna like. Yeah, I was trying to, but it didn't roll for it. Oh, I guess that would be in like.
It's under skills.
Yeah, but
Like,
it would have been in.
like that.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Uh,
Voice of an angel.
there we go.
Celeste
I
sings
clicked
a
the wrong
siren
thing.
song.
Damn.
I'm singing a Sylvan song quietly as I look over the sea.
Damn.
And I'm getting overshadowed by the shitty harmonica.
It's not that bad. Shut up.
It's out of practice. He didn't clean it. The salt air is starting to get to it.
Yeah, all of that. So I just play like a slow little like bluesy type.
Mm.
So
As I
Prin
just
walk-
slump back down and put the hat back over my eyes.
Prin walks back to the table with the rest of them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Um, Princulo, did you deal with Son of Sam?
Son of Samson.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Oh,
I don't
I
think-
just got the implication!
I don't think I dealt is not the word I'd ever use with him. But we're going to play cards tonight. Apparently with alcohol. I didn't know that was a thing. But it is
Do you not drink?
Yes, it's quite common.
tastefully, yes.
Define tastefully.
A glass of
I think it
wine.
means he's a drunk.
I'm not
Yes, I've met a few.
I'm not drunk. Tripper looks at them. I'm not a drunk. But I do enjoy a glass of wine here and there with my dinner.
My teacher said that, but she always kept a bottle of bourbon under the table. I think she was a drunk.
I
Most
don't
teachers
enjoy-
are.
For a second, I thought you were talking about McGilligan.
No, not the principal, just one of the random teachers she knows.
Yeah, not the headmaster, just one of the teachers.
Listen. It's very clear that we're entirely different. We're like the exact opposite, but we both agreed that in terms of actually fighting and defending ourselves as a party, we'll be fine. Just outside, we'll clearly be butting heads a couple of times, but maybe we can break that ice later tonight.
I hope so. The tension is palpable.
What does that mean? What are you saying?
I mean that it is annoying to hear you two talk because you end up getting mad at each other.
Damn,
Okay.
fucking subtle.
Well, I'm sorry. He wants to spit in the face of an admiral. An admiral.
Perhaps you should not put such weight on these pointless gestures.
They're not.
There is more to the world than what you know.
Ooh,
Never implies no.
wise, wise words from Celeste. The DM likes.
I know that.
The DM thinks Celeste should
but
remember
you
these
can-
words.
You can't.
I live by those words.
Oh, good. You're gonna need those words.
You're gonna eat your words.
You. I understand that. Of course. But you can't ignore the years of work for that title.
While you're all talking, a quick display happens. You notice that Suffren has gone to the bow, and you see him ruffle for something and quickly hear a as all four boats in front start to slow down a little, and he turns around to the deckhand turning the wheel, and he makes a hand gesture. Your own boat starts to slow down. He proceeds to make hand gestures that you don't particularly understand in the direction of the four boats as they begin to move around, realigning the formation. Another call goes out, and you hear back from the Umber Rose. If you had binoculars, you might be able to see the captain come back, and they start making hand gestures that, again, you don't really understand. But boats start to realign, and one of the Grand Fleet boats comes right close to the Mistral. With the formation realigning and the Umber Rose repositioning itself, Suffren begins to make his way down below. That was it.
Huh.
Just wanted to let you know what was happening with the boats.
I'm gonna mimic the little toot toot in my harmonica.
Oh no.
As Suffren passes you, he hears it and he looks at Samson and smiles and nods his head.
I refuse to look out from my hat.
He's far enough away that, you know, he doesn't know if he caught your eye. Anyway, you guys could go back to doing that. I just wanted to realign the fleet.
I said what I had to say.
Yeah, Prince says what he has to say. He's just saying, yeah, you know, it's not. Better put respect on that title, boy. That's basically what he's saying.
Back in that top, what?
But you know, he's clearly like he grew up so different than you guys. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
I think the closest is Nim, and even then, there's a pond.
A different kind of life.
Like, imagine being born to a noble family.
Yeah, can
and
you
a
imagine being
military
born?
noble family.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. I oh my
Oh
God.
wait, I get the difference. Prin hatched. He wasn't born.
Oh.
There you go. Wait a minute. Nim, did you hatch?
No.
Okay, mammal, live birth, got
It's
it.
a changeling, not a hatchling.
Yeah.
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You don't know what it's like to be Prin. He didn't get an easy open
That's
to the
good.
world. He had to knock his way through the hard shell of life.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
gets hard.
yeah.
Then I was fed something.
Gold and silver.
Yeah.
He was fed gold and silver.
Basically fed gold and silver. Might as well, yeah.
And
Yeah.
in the future, Prinkulo, what do you imagine your life to look like?
Eating gold and silver.
With wine.
No, just gold.
He
Yeah.
kind of like you.
Upgrade
It's
to
like
just gold.
it's a you know how in anime, I fucking hate anime, but you know how in anime, like you have like the guy thinking and like it's like a thought bubble, and then it's like a chibi version of him. So basically, Prin just thinks for a moment, and he's just like he's glittering with fucking metals everywhere, and he has like the coolest fucking armor, and he's like with he's obviously a captain. He's like on a pedestal, and there's like a squadron of knights, and yeah, he's just thinking. Then he just smiles. He doesn't respond.
Okay, I guess the question can be up for anyone who else wants to answer.
Kiala reaches up and pops the thought bubble.
Just with a little claw.
Chibi Kiala just walks up to the bubble and just snickers towards camera and pops the bubble with the bobby pin.
The fucking claw.
Yeah, just like the little like cat claw. Just.
Yeah. Prin kind of like blinks a little bit.
There's the
You were
trials of
spacing out.
There's the trials of Zanzibar, and then there's the in between episode filler called Zanzibar Chibi.
Oh, when's the beach episode?
Oh no.
This is the beach episode.
Man, this beach episode sucked.
You motherfuckers aren't ready to
Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't stripped Prin of his shoes. We'll get to the beach episode.
What I'm
It's
saying-
the only fucking fetish I have to work with! Forgive me!
I'm just imagining Prin is in like a speedo and like a top that's just made of armor.
No, it's a two-piece
Oh, man.
bikini.
It's one of those banana.
No,
Now
it's
you're making me think about things I don't want to be thinking about.
no, it's a
Don't worry. 20
two-piece.
sessions from now, we'll have the beach episode.
It's
Oh.
a two-piece bikini. It's a
That's
two-piece
actually
bikini.
really fucking funny though. Like he still has the armor on.
Yeah.
No.
His bathing suit is armor.
No, he has a two-piece bikini, but it's entirely made up of military medals.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, anyway. Oh my god.
Hey, nice bottle caps there.
Prin's gonna like kind of like snap out of it a little bit. And he's just gonna say, well, if you insist on asking, it's simple really. I want to be the greatest knight. That's all I want.
And what does that entail?
Well,
What do you gain?
He wants to be king.
I
of the
get-
night.
I gain a legacy. That's all I was gonna say.
A legacy could have negative connotations applied to it as well.
Yeah, infamous.
Well, I'll be sure that never happens.
And Infamous too.
And
And second son.
I don't see myself having a legacy that's tainted.
You say that, but do you
Taint.
know what this king wants from our expedition?
None of us knows what the king truly wants. You seem as
Exactly.
though there are ulterior motives, and there might be. But as far as I'm concerned, we are trying to get a relic that is dangerous in anyone's hands in the first place. So,
Does anybody hear this conversation?
We're all here.
I mean,
no, I mean
the deck
outside
hand,
of
that's
you.
up to you.
Yeah, I would assume that they're like that everyone's savvy enough to keep a lot of the stuff that we know to themselves.
Bryn is like, well, he's obviously being like, no, he's not being loud. He's being loud enough. He's like, you guys
I'm not.
hear.
Yeah, I'm not saying it loud, but I'm not
Oh, okay.
whispering.
Just needed to be sure.
Yeah, no, Bryn is not like freaking like.
We have to go get a sword!
Hey,
Hey, all you people! Hey, all you people! Hey, all you
Bryn's not in
people!
debate mode yet.
Hey, all you
He's like,
people!
he's just like
Hey, all you
laying out
people!
the shit.
Listen.
The MacGuffin is a doomsday device.
But yeah, okay, listen, it's very clear that we have different opinions when it comes to people and power. Is that correct?
I suppose so, but I.
You just hear me call out from all the way over there. Yes.
Nope.
I think that there's a scale that is unseen by most.
Okay, so what do you think? What are your thoughts when we met that king?
I think that king has only his best interest in mind, and will use whatever he can to achieve that. He does not have the greater good in mind.
I'm just
Nor
gonna say while
the
they're talking about the king, Kiala gets ever so slightly more grumpy. It's
More
very
what?
perceptible, but yeah,
Ever so
Wait.
slightly more what?
grumpy.
Oh,
Aw, grumpy
yeah.
kitty!
Oh no! Prin is gonna he's definitely gonna notice that. He's just gonna sigh. Wow, clearly I am missing something.
I believe that your admiration for him and your desire to help him achieve his goal is only because it coincides with your own.
What do you mean by that?
How else will you become the best knight if you do not have the service under the king?
Yes, that is correct. But I am not stupid. If for some reason, somehow, some way, this king has malicious ulterior motives that threaten the lives of many, and not just a few, then we'll figure something out. However, I don't see him having this relic and using it in a way that threatens his own people. That doesn't make sense to me.
Perhaps not at first, but a powerful magic artifact can taint a man.
No one man should have all that power.
All right, well, fine. Would you just like it? What would you do with it if we got it then?
Well, as I've said before, I believe that the best option is to transport it elsewhere, where it is outside the reach from mortals.
Elsewhere, where?
The celestial plane.
Celestial. Has Prin read about the fucking? I don't think he has.
Planes are not common knowledge from what I know,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you were originally from one.
Yeah, this
but-
yeah.
I guess Nim would know because she knows about Sylvan stuff. So therefore, you got to know about Feywilds.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So, celestial. Are there any inhabitants in the celestial plane?
Are there any what?
Habitants.
Yes, there are quite a few. Most of, I say most, all of which have the interest for this material plane to be kept intact.
So you don't trust the king, but you trust them.
Yes, I have every reason to trust them. They have never turned on their own people.
They're gods.
Well, neither has the king. So what's your point?
Other kings have, other men have.
Ah, so it's a
Also-
race thing.
No, it is a mortal thing.
No, it's a sexist thing.
Well,
No, it's a cowboy thing.
I mean,
Aw.
I mean,
Yeah.
women
Nim
can
will
be
also say-
queens, but they can't be kings.
true.
And we'll also say he was super quick to he seems kind of on his own agenda. He didn't care to notice or didn't care that he was very quickly making his men uncomfortable. One of them was about to pass out.
Another thing I've noticed, there is a barrier around the king's room that does not, how do I say, does not allow extraplanar contact.
Is what, like a magic barrier or something?
I believe so. I did not see myself, but I did notice its effect.
Hold
mean,
up,
that
I'll be
seems-
right back. I can still hear you.
What was that? Oh, it doesn't mean that. That seems completely normal to me. I don't. It's a king's quarters. It's security.
What king fears gods?
Probably most.
Unless he believes he will be punished.
Also, what king needs two giant freakish metal monsters to open their doors?
Also, what king only pays 2 platinum?
They're not here.
Well, okay, hold on. In this economy, that's a lot of fucking money.
Not
Yeah.
for a king.
So, Rebel, you either come join us or you stew in the corner.
I'm stewing.
Come stew in this corner next to us.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that corner's stupid.
All right.
Wow, this fucking child.
Um,
Oh, all right. Well, all right. Listen,
Too strong a character breaked.
Celeste, right?
Yes, that is my name.
It'd be so funny if she said, "Don't wear it out."
I was
Nah.
about to say it.
Not privy enough to talk like that.
Yeah, but it would have been funny.
So it's very clear that you don't trust the king.
It is not only that I do not trust the king, it's that I would not trust any mortal to have that power.
But
So-
totally not bigotry, guys.
Well, I wouldn't trust any elf either.
Honestly, I trust elves less than humans.
Damn, okay.
Okay,
Glad you
no,
don't see that in character.
no, I don't. No, because like first off, elves are always so self-fulfilling in their like history. They've always looked out only for them.
And pompous.
It's done them well so far.
And they always look down on everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually because they're taller.
Not
And
me.
also because
Word.
oh, I live so long. Look at me. I don't get to be
No,
an
but
adult
that's-
until I'm 70 years old. Ooh.
That's my opinion, but Nim wouldn't hold that opinion for the sole reason as since her race is kind of hated on like immediately, she does it's more of a unless you offend her, she's fine.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to insult anybody's race.
Yeah. Well, okay, well. What if. Finn's gonna stop himself. I would think. 'Cause, like, the more he thinks about that relic.
The more he doesn't
What-
trust it.
What time is it right now?
I was going to say, it's starting to get late. You can see some of the deckhands starting to light the, or hang the lanterns along the edges of the boat as the sun's starting to set.
Okay. This is the day. It's currently first day of boat travel is almost over. All right. All right.
And you get a card game to get to.
Does
Mhm.
this count as a long rest?
If we
If we
fulfill
sleep.
it, yeah, if we sleep, yeah, we'll be.
Right now, I'd say it's a short rest. It's
Ah.
up to
Yeah.
TM though.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you sleep during the nighttime, it's gonna be a short rest. Unless you specifically want to be up till like 5 in the morning.
Or you mean long rest? You mean long rest?
Yeah, long rest. What the fuck
Okay.
did I say?
All right.
No, you said short rest. You're good. Just
Yeah.
wanted to clarify.
If we could get, because it's not just me, it's a party. So, if we can get a show of hands, of who here trusts the king?
Her
I'm not
hand isn't
raising.
raised.
I'm not raising my hand.
Neither's Nim.
I believe it is only you.
Well, I didn't raise my hand either. All
I
right.
see my words are getting to you then.
No, shut up. All right, listen.
Ah, yes, the nicest thing to say when you're trying to rouse a crowd.
Listen. Maybe it's because I have not met. Well, okay. I have not outwardly seen anyone in my home be manipulative and or completely malicious. when it comes to this, but perhaps there are things behind the curtain that we are not seeing. And if that's the case, then we'll have to figure that out. So
Nim
like I said,
says,
we're a party.
word to the wise, the higher the noble, the more corrupt.
He's gonna like look at you with a side eye a little bit.
Yeah, I my eyes go wide from hearing that one. I'm like, oh no.
You seem like you know.
Yes, you seem like you know. Care to
No,
elaborate?
I didn't expect all of us to be anti-establishment.
Ah, man.
Well, one
Okay,
of us
so
isn't.
Nim says, if I could give up my noble title easily, I would.
I'm sure you could.
It's a bit more complicated than just handing it over.
You simply leave.
Nim gives a laugh and then drinks from her decanter.
Opens the decanter. Geyser.
No, she does the stream. She does the stream, not the geyser.
She drinks a whole fucking stream. She is a baleen whale.
Decanter go burr.
I'm thirsty. Decanter go brr. I'm guessing you chose for it to be freshwater?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Why would I drink salt water?
I don't know. Maybe she.
Yeah, she
maybe
felt
you
trapped.
wanted a little.
Well, I don't know what changeling. I don't know what
Did you
changeling
just
drink.
say she's got crabs? Did I hear that right?
What?
Oh, no, so it's side stuff from a different campaign.
Oh, okay.
Required explaining.
Oh, yeah.
I had
Are you
character-
drowning again?
No! I had a character drown on land and choke on salt.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
God damn.
I know
Yeah.
about that. I've been told that
Oh,
story multiple
Oh,
times.
but don't forget the part where it's completely your fault and you should stop rolling so well.
No! Because I rolled a nat 20, so Praxis didn't die, but almost. And then they got to cross the elemental plane, so suck it, Rebel!
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Suck it what? You made the story easier for me. I'm not complaining.
card games and booze. When are we getting to that?
We can go.
We can get to that soon if the sun's setting.
Yeah, Nim just hopes the top
We-
quick changes it. She
we
gives
get
no
to
further
it.
elaboration.
Because
We
like
get
Sam,
to it
Yeah,
when
and
someone
I-
gets the booze.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
nobody's
waiting
done
to
that
see
yet.
how the.
Only
how-
Prin knows about this so far.
Yeah, fuck.
No one else at the table knows this is a thing.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Prin to accidentally cause underage drinking.
No, I mean, it was just supposed to be Samson and Bryn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
like-
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I ended up thinking.
Oh,
it
I
might
thought
be-
this was gonna be some group bonding.
Yeah, I
No,
thought everybody was gonna be around the
it's a boy-
table.
it's
No,
a boys' night out.
this is the group bonding.
It's a
Without you.
Yeah,
yeah.
This is the husbando search.
Oh boy. It was gonna be.
You're on a ship.
Night.
There are ships. We're gonna launch some ships, both in the water and into the fandom. There's gonna be
I
a
mean,
whole.
Bryn does always keep an eye out for Samson.
Bro,
Mmm.
I think that's out of a lack of
The
trust.
Trials
versus
of
anything else.
Zanzibar,
Well, that's
the
how
Wizard
every,
of
that's how every good
Zanzibar,
ship starts,
the
right?
Fandom of Zanzibar. There's Zanzibar.
no fucking way.
Oh,
There's no attraction yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
he said.
yeah. He's too busy.
Oh
He's
man.
He's too busy. He's too busy simping for his Saint Suffren.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, Perrin is going to. He's actually going to be reminded. He's going to remind himself. Like, oh, bloody hell. Alright, I have to get up. I need to look for something.
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 Ooh.
what's something?
Sweats.
Oh whoa.
He doesn't like.
Yella will look to Nim and be like, "Is this what you meant by nobles can't be trusted?"
God, he hates lying.
He doesn't have to lie.
No,
Yes, he does. It's funnier this way.
You know what? It is funny. Can't let
I'm-
them know he's snuggling up.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to look for my quarters.
Your quarters.
Correct.
Did you not listen when he told you where they were?
Fuck.
Nim goes, "Do you need me to show you?"
No, I don't need that.
Nim just says, "You should lie better."
He swallows.
Kiala will nod her head and tell him that he's excused to go if he really needs to go be alone.
Oh my
Boy
God.
stuff.
Thank you, Hila. He's going to get up and just. Yeah.
I just imagine he stands up really slowly and then like an outline of him is left behind.
He just goes full dragon run, gets on all fours, just core marks
Yeah, he
into the
definitely,
desk.
He definitely slowly stands up and just after images away. He's gonna go to the quarters, which I think is below here.
Yeah, it's
Right?
just below deck. He zooms
Yeah.
out, his armor stays in air for a minute, shakes, and then follows after him. Full fucking Acme style. Meow.
You.
Nim goes, "He's definitely gonna go pine after the captain, right?"
I do not know, and I do not want to know.
Trin is actually gonna go. Trin is actually gonna go to Suffren.
He has to go to the captain.
Oh, Prin's going to Sufred.
Yeah. Where is he?
He's just
Can't-
below deck. I never bothered doing a below deck.
That's fine. Yeah, he's
Because
gonna.
honestly, you don't know how hard it was to even find the two ship images I have. That's why there's not a separate one for the Mistral. There's so
Yeah.
no one knows how to make a fucking top view of a French galleon. This is as close as we get.
I don't
That's
even
really
know.
fun.
I don't even know what that is.
Sucks to
It's-
suck.
A really cool looking ship.
Fucking,
Sure.
they are like my favorite galleon style. Spanish comes up close, but yeah, no. Most fucking boats people draw, they're literally just shaped like a fucking, I don't even like the head of a shovel. When people make boats, they literally just make them the shape of a shovel with like a fucking
Yeah.
flat 90-degree. Like the boat just literally
Yeah.
got cut in half. Like you see what
Cool.
the bow shape of this boat is cut like? That is literally the fucking shape people use for boats, and it's like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's a mast.
rec-
And
Oh shit, hold on. This is like a I'm just gonna post real quick what like an average French galleon looks like. And I guess in campaign info.
yeah, that could be. But like, there's no fucking stairs on the multi-deck. There's no up. There's no down. It's just, oh my god, people don't know how to draw fucking boats.
That's actually really funny. But yeah, Print is gonna go to the captain.
Yeah, and just know that the Mistral shares the same color palette as the Navy. So little bits of red, outlines in blue, and just like titanium white. You know, classic naval colors. Maybe some gold here and there. So imagine that. Meanwhile, the Umber Rose is a very deep, like, mahogany. There's your colors. But anyway, you're gonna go simp for Sifren.
That's not even true.
No, just for his booze.
That's slightly true. Not even for me. Motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, he's gonna go to fucking. He's gonna go to fucking captain.
So as people prepare for the approaching of nighttime, you manage to find Sufren with his clipboard as usual, directing people calmly and gently as they all hurried busily below deck moving supplies.
Did you even ask what kind of fucking alcohol you wanted?
Sure didn't.
Oh my fucking god. Well, you're gonna have to deal with wine. Alright. He's gonna go up to the captain and he's gonna be like, Captain.
Sufren kind of doesn't like. He's kind of busy, so he doesn't notice because you say captain.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was wondering, where's the? Do you have any alcohol on this?
He kind of like notices you're talking to him because never really got his attention fully. He just walked up and said captain. So he catches what you're saying, and he just blinks a few times. Is like, yes. What did you need, young, Miss? My math is failing, not his. Mr. Bellatis.
Princulo? Bellatis?
Bellatis, yeah.
Wine, like white wine, red wine, palm wine.
You think there's wine on the ship?
He looks at you and he's like, any particular vintage? What are you looking for a keg for?
Alright, I'll be honest. It's not for me.
Oh gosh! Oh, the way you're putting this!
Man.
Hey, I just need some wine to bring to the cowboy.
I'm trying to use this wine to butter up the cowboy.
So he just leans in. He's just like,
Yep.
it's not for me. And Sufren's just nodding like, uh-huh. And
It's for you know that the human that was making the ruckus with the other captain.
so Sufren kind of goes a little flat affect, and he's like, uh-huh, you would be referring to our Varisian?
No, yeah, Samson.
Samson Merrymaker. As if he's kind of like slightly confused why you just call him human. Yes, Samson Merrymaker.
He still has that. Yes,
And
Samson.
Admiral Bistempe. Like,
Yes.
like your vagueness of referring to people, he's just like, why?
All right.
Why are you
I'm
so
sorry.
nervous?
I'm sorry. All right, listen. I'm wasting your time. I understand that.
No,
I
not
won't-
at all. Like, just relax. He puts the clipboard in the air where the actually he puts the clipboard in the air and lets go of it, and it kind of just drops to the floor, and he's like, oh.
I assume when
My-
you said put it in the air, he just tosses it up.
No, he just drops both of it, and he looks at it, and he's like, oh, yeah,
My
hour.
unseen servant spell would like to catch that for him.
Well, see, it's
Longer
been
than an
what?
hour.
Yeah, it's been longer than an hour.
Yeah.
I was gonna have
Fuck,
it
you're
hold
right.
onto the clipboard. So he just looks. He's like, "Oh, yes, I was getting quite used to that." You don't. As he bends down to pick it up, you don't have to be that nervous. I'm not chastising you for being nervous. I'm merely saying you're asking for provisions of wine. What do you need it for? Do you need a vintage? I can help you find it. We've got plenty.
I'm more surprised they just don't have cheap booze.
All right. I would like a vintage. You probably have superb taste anyway, so just whatever you like.
Okay, what's the occasion?
Date.
Romance.
A
Amor.
card game.
He kind of starts
God, they're
raising.
so cute together.
He's kind of just starting to raise an eyebrow. He's like, "You want wine for a card game, but it's not for you. Who's drinking the wine?"
It's not for me. Well, I mean, it's not for me. It's
He's like waiting for the answer. He's kind of like making circles with his head. It's like,
this might seem way worse than it actually is. Samson Merrymaker apparently likes to drink while he plays card games. I never thought that was a thing.
So friend just like looks at him and was like, "Yes, most people do drink at card games." He requested wine as he kind of just looks at you with a cocked eyebrow. Like,
Oh, I love Prin.
Samson J. Merrymaker, the Varisian Outlander, requested wine for a card game. As he looks just really confused, like you're speaking alien.
He just requested alcohol.
Oh, alcohol. He's looking around, just like, Thomas. Yes, Grand Tactician. Can you hold my clipboard and do that? I gotta go get a vintage. Of course, the deckhand takes it, and he goes over to a big rack, and he grabs a small barrel out, looks at the label. I assume you don't drink very much, Mr. Bellatus?
Not too much, no.
Alright, well, if this is for Mr. Merrymaker, he should enjoy this. It's a well-aged bourbon. Would go a lot better than wine. As he gives you a wry smile. Would you like your own keg? I am assuming since you suggested wine, you don't drink spirits.
Not really, no. I would like... I feel like I'm going to really need that fucking... Excuse me.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm going to need that keg, so yes, I would like wine myself.
Alright. As he's just starting to, like, chuckle and smile to himself. Like, he's never had to deal with such a confused order before, and he's almost enjoying the little bit of chaos.
So wait, what did he get me?
He picked you out a well-aged bourbon. If you want more details, I'll give you more. I'll pull more details right from betwixt my ass cheeks.
What else do you need, really?
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, a well-aged bourbon. Aged in a very nice keg.
Is it this easy to get alcohol? Because Nim should ask.
Well, we are gonna break into his cabin later, so we might not need to ask.
You may
Okay,
not
right.
need to ask.
In fact, you should be doing that now.
Anyway, he
I
goes.
need, okay,
Yeah, actually.
He goes.
I
over
need to know what
another-
his schedule is so I find out when he's actually not in there.
Now.
He's not in there now. He
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
been in
I know
there
that.
all day. He's been on the top deck walking around. The only time he disappeared below deck was after he rearranged the ships and, like, Prin's there now and he's just, you know, taking clipboard notations, organizing things. He has not been there all day.
We've been bonding as a group.
I know, I'm not blaming you. I'm just explaining to
And-
you. The schedule's not
And
that
this hype
important.
is going to be your final social link activity.
Yeah, then you unlock the
Theft.
hybrid and fusion.
Well, not theft. The goal is to read, put everything as close back to
Gross.
possible, and then get out.
You
A
sure you
theft
don't
of
want to steal it?
knowledge.
Don't steal it.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
don't think you should steal.
Anyway, so he goes over to a different rack, and he looks across. This one. And he pulls it out. Now, Mr. Bellatus, this should be more your style. It's a white Avondale, aged, and it should also suit your palate. The taste is clean, crisp, with light hints of fruit.
Oh yeah, I fucking love white wine. Out of character.
In character.
And also in character, yeah. He's gonna do a little hand rub. And he's going to do a slight bow. Thank you very much. I'll take both of these. And I'm sorry about the confusion.
That's fine. Speak with confidence, Mr. Bellatus. Don't be so nervous. Like I told you, I am merely a man. Well, as he flicks his ears a little, not old man.
And then he does 10 backflips
Just,
as rainbows shoot out his ass.
Oh!
just make sure neither one of you gets sick. It wouldn't be
Sick.
very good to drink too much when standing on a boat.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I don't drink too much.
Well,
Sam,
Nice.
I can
Right,
tell
he's
you
worried
don't, Mr. Bellatus. As he
Hey,
smiles and goes back to his duties.
And as he's walking away, Prin's gonna just stop and think, like how at some points he made that really awkward. He's gonna pipe up and say, it really is a card game." And he's just gonna take the
So friend actually like starts to stand up a little and he just cocks an eyebrow like, yeah, it's a card
Man.
game. Like he's actually just confused why some things are really unspecific and then others are overly specific. Also, as Prince
He's gonna
walking,
take the keg. Yeah.
as Prince walking, one of the deckhands are sweeping the floor, and they almost collide with each other. To which Prince stops, and he just hears, "Well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to be in your way, Mr.
No.
You hear him in the background.
Oh
"Three
no!
Oh, yes! As Prin looks up, a very familiar pair of down-pointed ears and Coke bottle glasses in a Swabby's uniform stares back at him.
Bro lost his job.
Or his
Lost
brother.
his job and was immediately hired within the 2 hours we went shopping.
Wait a minute. 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 Do you have a twin?
No. As he's standing there shaking.
All right. No, I'm leaving. He's gonna leave. He doesn't want to. He does not. He actually does not like seeing his presence like being like scaring this little innocent child or like young man. It doesn't like it. He's gonna leave.
As you walk away, he kind of gets down on all fours and crawls into a nearby crate and just huddles up in the fetal position.
Oh my God.
Just hear sobs.
I'm not even that scary. I'm gonna put the kegs up in.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Nah, we'll find out. We'll be
Okay.
back.
Oh yeah.
How loud are these sobs? Do we hear them up top?
Oh, he's not crying. He's just in the fetal position, shutting out the world inside of a crate.
What is his deal? I'm gonna put the kegs up in my room, and I'm going to go back. I'm gonna find Samson.
You go find Samson, unless Samson's hidden. Then you have to find Samson.
Yeah, I assume he's not hard to find.
I've not moved from my.
I mean, to be fair,
listen
he
out
was-
for harmonica.
To be fair, he was standing still and he was hard to find up on top of the deck.
He's gonna walk up.
To be fair.
He's gonna
Sitting
walk up to
still,
Samson.
even.
Yeah, he's gonna walk up
Not
to the
even
cowboy,
standing.
and he's gonna like fold his arms.
That time already? As I just like take a single finger and lift the brim of my hat till I could see Prince's face.
Do you like bourbon?
Do I like bourbon? Of course. There's nothing like a good gut warmer to get me going for cards.
Wait,
well,
does it like bucket?
the captain gave us alcohol, gave you bourbon, and gave me wine. So, what's that?
Wine?
Oh, Admiral, yeah. Fuck.
Trying to
I
help
always
you.
thought you were be-
That is
I
quite
always
the...
thought you were a bit between grass and hay, but I didn't expect you to show up with anything but cow's milk.
There's the fucking analogies that no one would understand. I've been waiting for those.
Man, I'm lost.
Britton is gonna cock his eyebrow. Well, I'm not a child.
I
I'm
know.
a big boy.
That's what I said.
Listen, before I change my goddamn mind, let's just... Are we having this card game or not?
Of course. As I get up from sitting.
He's gonna walk off. I don't know if you care if it's in your room or mine, but they're in my room, so...
Yeah. I have the cards, you have the liquor. But I'm not the one. I don't mind where we're playing, as long as we just get to it.
Alright,
I'm peering at them from the seat.
I'm gonna walk off back downstairs in the quarters. And, yeah, I assume Samson follows.
Yep, I'll be following right behind you.
Oh, you're going to Samson's private quarters. Oh, so forward.
He's going to mine. First of all. Second of all, stop that.
Do you think they will kill each other by the end of the night?
That or something else.
I do not follow.
That's okay. You'll learn when you're older.
Oh my god.
I don't know
is
if
a
Nim
cat
would
of a
either.
few words.
No, don't. No, I see. Oh no.
Anyway. What? Oh. What?
Oh.
What is this?
That's not what I wanted.
God damn it.
Fuck. I was gonna put on fucking Baker Street.
Bruh.
Speaking of copyright claims,
I don't fucking care.
Also, Nim is going to be copying down the map that the dude gave her.
Of the ship?
right? Smart.
Yeah. I figure he's going to ask for it back.
I'm just gonna be staring at my personal journal, just like blank eyes.
Are you
Looking
going to
over.
give it like extra little things like this is where your quarters is, this is where everyone else's is?
Yeah, I'm going to color coordinate it.
That's a good idea, actually.
God damn it, I wanted
Especially
to...
when you're pulling a theft.
I really wanted
Okay,
to fucking
so
read that.
here's the goal. I'm thinking that I'll have Celeste guard the door, and then if I get caught at the end of the hall, I'll be like, I was trying to return your map.
Wow.
Man,
That's if there aren't guards at the door.
I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, you're right. Goal is, I'm gonna walk in. If there's guards, I'd be the admiral.
Fair enough. Oh, are you doing that now, or are we doing the card game? Are we jumping?
No, you can do the card game.
I have to. Okay, I'll have to be right back. Hold on.
Alright,
Alright,
so then
well,
we're
let's
going to...
chill at the table.
We're just going to jump over then, and keep things rolling. We're going to jump over to the fucking mini heist.
Go for it.
Okay, it's still a heist. I'm
now?
not stealing anything.
All right.
All right,
Well,
so
yeah.
Nim. Oh, is there something worth stealing?
I don't know. You want to break
Knowledge.
into his quarters.
Who's the rogue here?
Yeah, it's not Nim.
Well, you're not asking. You're not even here. We can't fucking tell you about this plan.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
You don't even... You
Out
don't
of
even
character,
know that
I'm just laughing at it.
I can't even remember what question you want answered, and I can't even remember... Well, I know for a fact that you didn't even try and ask him anything.
It was what the plans are.
You're just
Yeah.
like, what's the plan for this mission? Let's go break into his quarters.
Well, we're trying to see if he's hiding anything.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Or
I
like
didn't
has
say it's not
knowledge, he's
allowed.
just not telling us.
I'm not poo-pooing it, but by all means, go ahead.
Okay, so Nim has copied down the map, and I want to find out the dude's schedule first and plan around it.
Just break into his office and look at
Yeah,
his schedule.
we really don't have time for that now, huh?
Yeah, and quite honestly, I couldn't imagine where you're going to find this guy's personal schedule, besides either inside of his head, a notebook on his body, or inside of his office. Like, I don't really think the Grand Tactician's grand schedule is gonna be grandly inside of Gerald's back pocket.
No,
Uh,
you see,
so-
it's on the lunch board by the cafeteria so that everyone can.
Wait,
He's
when
just that nice of a boss.
when is dinner time? Because I assume he would take it with his men.
I mean, I'm gonna say that's probably around 8. And I'm gonna say 8 is when it's already dark. And I'm gonna say that it's been getting sunset. And I'm gonna say, yeah, it's probably already dark. It should be almost time. And also, not every single person on that boat is going to have mealtime at the same time, obviously.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah, that was more for, like, other people suggesting, like, mealtime. But it's a boat, so everything's on rotation. There's never a time when
Yeah.
somebody isn't moving around.
because then nothing would get done. So Nim, looking at the map, where can you ping where his quarters are, like the general area?
Well, if you're asking specifically that, his quarters specifically would be right, where Briss Tempet was. But he's not in his quarters. He took up a different quarter in the crew so that Briss Tempet could have the Admiral's quarters.
Oh, so where he's gonna be there.
Yeah, you're... Oh.
Cool.
Well, here's the thing. You're going where Sufren makes all his plans. He would have moved everything out of his own quarters to where he's now bunking. So that, you know, they wouldn't be over on top of each other. Because, as you can see, he's a man who plans vehemently. He definitely would not be putting his shit where he's going to be in conflict or bumping elbows with somebody that he has trouble getting along with.